Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, a warm welcome to you today. I know you guys are wondering where Ryan is, but Ryan is a little bit busy this week, so we're going to skip the game until next week. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about things I completely stopped buying. All right, so let's dive into it. Hey guys, I am Nisi. I am a registered nurse and creator of this YouTube channel, Neslie's World. If you like the content I create on this page, remember to hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Now let's get back to the video. Number one on our list is sanitary napkins. As you know, I started using the cloth pads and the menstrual cup and the menstrual underwear. So recently, I basically bought another set just for backup, which was kind of a thicker brand than the previous brand that I was using. But yeah, it's a little bit thicker and it works better. So I decided to get those. And I'm kind of happy. I don't have to be spending money on sanitary napkins every month, every time my period comes. So yeah, that is one thing that I stopped buying completely. The second thing I completely stopped buying is tea bags. As you know, I make my own tea bags. So yeah, I did a herbal course. I'm still in it. I just need to complete the intermittent course. But I actually make my own tea bags at home. I usually use the disposable bags, but then I was researching a little bit and I found out about the plastic and all of that with your tea bags. So now I use the muslin cloth reusable tea bags. So once I'm finished with my tea bags, I can just wash them out, put them to dry, and use them again. So that's another thing I completely stopped buying. So I'm not spending any money on those kind of things, right? Yeah. We are now at number 3. So the third thing I stopped buying is makeup. So as you can see, I have a little bit of lip gloss going on, but I no longer use the powder. I no longer use the foundation and all of those things. I cut those out. I stopped using them. So I will use a little bit of lipstick and I will use a little bit of eyeshadow or a pencil here and there. But the whole baking and making is not happening anymore. I actually have so much lipstick and lip gloss. One of my aunts actually gave me a bunch of lipsticks and a bunch of lip gloss. So I have those in a drawer upstairs and those are like my go-to. So if I need anything, I'm just gonna go to that. If I don't have a color that I want, well, it's not gonna be worn. So I just wear what I have. I'm not gonna buy anything else because it's not like I'm one of those women that put on makeup all day, every day to go out. So that's not me. So that's one thing I no longer spend money on. Yeah. Where am I now? That was like 4. I think I'm at 5th. Yeah, number 5. So the fifth thing I stopped spending money on is nail polish. I'm not sure if like you're one of those girls that are ladies that we normally just be like, hey, we're going to grab this nail polish. It looks so good. We're going to put it on over the weekend and blah, blah, blah. And you get busy and you don't happen to like put that on, right? So you spend money on something that is just on your dresser or on a cupboard somewhere that you're completely not using. For me, I would think that I'm going to use it and I don't use it, and then intermittently I will go to the salon and I'll get my toes done. Like when I'm doing like a self-care thing, I'll go and get my toes done like every other month or so, and I don't end up doing anything to my nails. So it's like I'm spending money on these things that I'm not using. So I stopped buying it completely. Like, yeah. Now, the sixth thing that I stopped spending money on is jewelry. Yes, guys. One time I thought, oh my god, if I go somewhere, I'll buy this jewelry that I saw in Macy's, or I'll buy this jewelry that I saw in JC Penney, or I'll go somewhere and I'll see something that I like, and I'm like, oh, this will be cute to wear somewhere. And I'll wear it like once or twice, but that will be it. So, after about a year or so, I completely just stopped buying jewelry. So, yeah, this is all right over here is all the jewelry that I have, and this little thing here, the ring that I wear is basically my ring that it's like my daily wedding band. My other wedding band that I have, it's like stored away, as you can see in that black box, because I don't want to be constantly wearing it to work and it getting scraped and I'll have to constantly clean it. So yeah, these are all the jewelry that I own, and I'm okay with that. I don't remember where we are at now. Like, I've been counting and I'm like, whatever. But the next thing that I stopped buying is Souvenir. So whenever I go somewhere, or I go on a trip, or I, do something somewhere that I'm not like regularly at, I would go and be like, oh, I should buy this. This is so cute to like keep and stuff like that. But then I'll have it and it's just there. It's just collecting dust. I'm not using it. It's not functional in my home. So that is another thing I stopped. Like, I will take pictures to save and keep on my laptop or somewhere, just to be like, oh, we went there or we did that there. But no longer am I buying Souvenir. Like, if I'm carrying something in my home, I actually want it to be functional or want it to be useful. So that is another thing that I completely stopped buying. All right, the next thing now is socks. I know it's weird, socks, right? You ever go to the dollar store and you see these neat socks and you're like, oh, I should get that. I'm going to wear that colorful socks, right? And you get it and you end up not, like, you wear it once or in the height of when you just bought it, and then it's just there again, just sitting in the back of your drawer, not being used or anything, right? So where I get my socks from, you're like, well, how do you get socks? Like, well, I bought a few socks a few years ago, like a big pack, and for some reason, I guess they're really good socks because they haven't torn, they haven't worn out or anything. They're still holding their elasticity together. They're still together, right? The elasticity is not worn out in the socks, right? Basically. So I still have those socks. And when I went to a travel conference, I actually got a bunch of compression socks. I was even thinking to buy some, and I went to a travel conference and they were giving them out for free. So I was like, yes. So I took it. I took a bunch of it, and now I have like enough compression socks to wear to work or if I'm going to work out. And I still have socks that I bought like from the time I was living in Oklahoma, about, I would say, 4 years ago. I still have those socks. They're not broken down, they don't have a hole in them. So I completely stopped buying socks now. So if I go to the store and I see a socks I like, I'm like, oh, this is cute, and then I put it back, because it makes no sense to spend money on things that I'm not going to wear, or something that I'm going to only wear once and like not get the full use of it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I stopped buying socks. And the last thing, guys, that I stopped buying is, drumroll, right? Well, I can say I buy like once a year. And that is, well, not that once. What can I say? How can I put this? So I no longer buy the brand or the shelf deodorants, roll-on, antiperspirants. I no longer buy those things, and the reason is, when I usually use those deodorants under my arm, it will hurt or it will make me feel uncomfortable. I feel a little bit of discomfort. I won't call it pain, but it was some form of discomfort that made me not really want to wear deodorant anymore. There was a time when I was living alone, actually. When I was living alone in Oklahoma, I would only just put some baking soda under my arm and I would go and I would still smell fresh and everything. I won't have a problem with body odor because I do not sweat a lot, right? So I would just put some baking soda under there and I will just keep it pushing. over time, doing a little bit of research, I found out about these block deodorants, and I'm going to show you right here. And it's from like a herbal store, and I just keep it in that glass container. And I've been using that little piece that you see there. I've been using that since last year, February. So you can say it's coming on to a year, yeah. And I recently purchased another block. So you can see that it may push over to a little bit over the year, but I buy that little block of, they call it like a natural deodorant. I buy that little block and I use it for a year, and it's like $6. So you just imagine that it's like $6 compared to me buying a deodorant that I like, one of those branded deodorants. I don't know how much they sell for again, but like $4 or $5 every 2 to 3 months. That money kind of add up. So for me, spending $6 a year on that natural deodorant is saving me a bunch of money, right? So yeah. So guys, if you lasted to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I don't know, jump down in the comments and tell me something that you completely stopped buying. What did you stop spending money on? What did you see that was like not functional, not useful in your home, that you were like, no, I'm going to stop doing this to myself. I'm going to stop buying these things because it's just going to create clutter. So yeah, jump down in those comments and let me know. Again guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like the content that I'm creating on this channel, remember to hit that subscribe button. Also remember to hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a video. Bye.